Hi, hello, good morning everyone. I'm having difficulty getting my words out today. This is the third time I've tried to do this video. Okay, so what I'm trying to do today is, sounding frustrated, I'm doing the 50 stack challenge, and that's something that my friend Amy at Crafty Cat is hosting. And she does 2 prompts a week, and I know that I'm behind with it. I've done some and I've missed some weeks, but I'm just going to jump back in with this week's, which was purple and romance, just because I had ideas straight away of what I could use for it. Sometimes I struggle with prompts, words meaning something to me, so it takes me a while to get cracking. So I thought I'd have a go at these. So we've got purple and we've got romance for this week's challenge. I thought I'd got my phone switched on recording. Is it still recording? Yeah. But it wasn't switched on. So I've started again. I'm going to make some of these pockets that you can clip to the side of a page. And these are just folded from paper, and I'm using kit paper. You don't have to. You can use book pages. You can use anything you want. And I've seen a few people make these. I know Ruby and Pearl has done them and done a video on them, and I can't remember who else. So it's not my idea. There's lots of these things out there. These papers that I've got here are from Chris Lana Crafts, so I'll do those, use those. And I've also got, I'm going to make one purple because it's romance and purple, so I'm going to do two different ones. But I've printed out, or I had printed out, some of the purple collage papers from Andrea Allen, that's Artymaze. And so I'm going to make a purple one as well. So I think if I make, so I've done that one and I know what I want to do in that one. I've kind of got myself prepared for it. And I want to make another one as well. But I thought we'll make a couple and then we'll see where it takes us. So all I'm going to do, I'm not worried, excuse the noise, I'm not worried if these aren't level. All I want to do is get rid of the white edges. Noisy paper. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all okay. It feels a bit chaotic my end at the minute. I'm trying to get projects finished off before we go away, which sounds easier than it is, because when I feel when I feel pressured, and it's my own pressure, it's nobody else's. When I feel pressured to get a project finished, my brain goes dead. I can't think what I'm supposed to do or what I want to do. It just, sorry folks, all I'm doing here while I'm speaking to you is I just want to rough this up a bit. So I'm just folding it and inking it and not really thinking about what I'm doing. So yeah, there's a couple of projects that I want to get finished. I've got my design team project for Sam Poole that I've done. I just haven't recorded it. I've finished the abandoned house journals that you haven't seen all the videos for yet. There's one due out next week, I think. And they're using Amy's paper. So that's all finished quite nicely. Got that done. It ended up 2 journals, not 1. And then I've also finished the project that I was doing for Nicola at the Paper Cameo, using the cherry blossom kit, and that's all finished and done, although you haven't seen the last video or the flip through, so they're to come. So I'm building the excitement for those. So yeah, it's all just busy. I'm just holding fire a minute because I don't really think it matters which is the front and which is the back on this. I'm going to fold it kind of into 3, which is what you do. Well, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to fold it into 3. So that would be the front, or that would be the front. or that would be the front. I think I want this to be the front. Yeah, I'm going to fold it like that. I'm going to fold it there like that. I'm going to fold it there like that. I know it's not level at the edges, and as I said, I'm not going to worry about it because that's just the way that I want to do this. And then I'm going to fold that one over. It's not quite meeting at the edge, if you can see. I don't know. I'm just thinking if I can put a link below. Sorry, my brain just doesn't want to. I tell you what, my words today, honestly. I don't think I can link Heather from Ruby and Pearl's video because I can't. It was quite a while ago, I think. And I think she saw, I think it was Rose Hill Paper Cottage, something like that, do it. So all that I've done is folded into 3. So I've got options as to what I could have as the front. I could have that as the front. I can have that as the front. I can have that as the front. Might have that as, and then you fold the pocket up. So I'm going to fold it that way. No reason other than I like the look of that folded up there. And then I want to show what's inside here. So I'm just going to roughly fold it, tear it a bit, make it a little bit scraggy. Tear that bit off. Those of you that are observant will notice when you watch my videos that are coming up in the next few weeks, my nail colour changes. So you'll see which ones I did first and which ones I put out. It's just the way it is, isn't it? So that's there like that. I don't even know if that's level. It's not bad, but that then is the basis for my pockets. So I've got a pocket just here if I want. I've got a pocket there. I could tuck something in there and I can tuck something in there. And this will open out and you can write on that space. So I've now got 2 of those. So that's going to be my purple. And I think that I want to do another one, whether I have time to finish it with you or not, I don't know. But we'll give it a go. So I'm just going to tear the edges off of this one. And again, this paper is from Chris Lana Crafts. So this one's quite plain. I suppose I could have torn those edges off, but when I do that kind of thing, people say, you know, how did you get your paper to that stage? So yeah, just tearing off the edges. And then I've backed it with something pale that you can write on. I think this paper is actually Sam Poole from her haberdashery, one of the haberdashery kits. So again, I just want to kind of screw it up, make it a bit rough it up a bit. You don't have to, you know, you can just make it as is. I think I just want it to look a little bit rough. Oh, and I've not had a good week, folks. Honestly, you can't make it up sometimes. We'd gone out trying to get some bits sorted for a holiday. You know, I'd like a new pair of shorts to take away. It's my happy birthday at the end of this month. So I said, I'll have a pair of shorts and a couple of t-shirts to take away. Could we find any? No. So that was a failure. So on the way back, we stopped at the supermarket for me to get a couple of bits of shopping. And I came out the supermarket, put my foot in a pothole and went, let's say head over heels. I could say it a different way, but I'll try and be polite. So, yeah, I went head over heels, kadumph, splat. I didn't jump up because I just lay on the floor thinking, how did I get down here? I've never felt such a nana, honestly. So I made a hole in my jeans. I felt like a kid at school. You know when your kids come home from school and they've been in the playground and they've fell over and they've got a hole in the trousers and scabs on the knees? Well, that's me. Couple of people, well, the people in the car park came to help me and, you know, make sure I was okay. I was okay. I just felt silly. I did, like, I've sprained my arms and I sprained my ankle and things like that. And I said to somebody, would you mind just popping over? There's a car over there that's got a gentleman sat in it. That's my hubby is just waiting for me to come out the shop. Do you think you could go? Do you think you could go and tell him that his wife's took a tumble? So he came over, all, you know, all concerned. What on earth have you done? You know, like, because you do it on purpose, don't you? Take a tumble. Oh dear. I did make sure it went in the accident book at the supermarket. But it's probably, I was more concerned because hubby jokingly said, you watch, it'll be on Facebook in a bit. Somebody will have taken a video of you falling over. Oh, do you know, that would just be the icing on the cake then if somebody had. But no, they haven't. So that's my third one. So I'm sorry, digressing there, wasn't I, while I was just inking that. So again, all that I've done is fold it into 3, and I've just bent that pocket down just because I'm looking for a bit of a tatty look on these. I don't know why, I just am. So the torn, the ripped, I don't mind, that's what I want. Okay, so I've got that one, I've got a purple one, and I've got a blue one. So all that they need now is decorating. Those two have got the flaps on the back. This one's got the flap at the front. Hey ho, that's the way it's worked out. So let's have a go at decorating one of them. So it's romance. Romance is the theme. Sorry, I've got some paper clips there. And I think a lot of people doing romance are using couples and weddings and things like that. That's what I'm imagining people are going to do. But I thought, you know, sometimes we want to escape, and so we look to books for to read about romance. So I've got some library cards. These library cards aren't romantic books that are written on them, but I thought it might be nice to have one in there tucked in. I've got Chryslana's Reading Ladies kit, and so I thought I might use a couple of those in here. And my take on romance on this one is the romance of poetry and the romance of reading. A little bit of, you know, distraction. Sometimes that's what we need. So I'm going to decorate one of these cards with one of these images. I quite like this image. I've got some strips of fabric. They're not strips of fabric. I've got these strips that are from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts, and it's like a strip of sari silk. And I'm just thinking that it might be quite nice just to have that on there. And that one can be romance, or it could be poetry. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see this image. Hopefully you can. But I thought the blues might go. I don't want orange. I quite like that dark one, actually. I quite like that dark one. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put a bit of that on there. And if I've got time, I'm going to make something else after these as well. So I'm not going to back all of these in the interests of trying to get as much made as I can. What do I want? Glue book, that's what I was trying to say. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm sticking this on. I thought I'd picked the wrong piece of paper up then, you know. Oh dear, Carol. So yeah, fell over. I quite like, I don't know. I like this one because I think it matches the colours of that. So I'm going to go with that on this one. And I think it's going to be poetry. I'm just going to leave it like that. So I don't know what journal I'll use these in, but who knows? You just don't know what you're going to make in the future, do you? And as I said, I just wanted to have a play. I just wanted to do something that maybe I've not made before. Just have a little play. And so that's what I'm doing. Sticky fingers. Shall that be poetry? I feel it should go towards the bottom because that's at the top. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I never know placements, whether you're doing it right, you know, to get the balance. And I hear people talking about it, you know, balancing your art and things like that. And I think, I don't know what that means. So I just do what I think looks nice. I think I get away with it. Here's my card. So I know it's nice and simple. It can be written on the back, but that's romance. And that can slip in there like that. Got a little bit of seam binding. I don't know if I can tie that in a ribbon, in a bow. Little. How do you tie a bow? That's it. It's not very level, that bow. But that then could go in there like that. And that has a paper clip on there so that wouldn't come out. And then of course you can have something in there as well, so you've got different pockets. But that then is one. So that's my romance. She's reading romantic poetry. So that's one. Hurrah. I've got that image as well. And I think what I'll do is I'll back that one because she's reading as well. So I think I will back that one. I think that one I will back because I like the colours. So that lady there, these are all from Chryslana, from her reading ladies. So that I will back and put in there as a tag. And then I think this lady, I will back her and I will put that in that one in there. And as I say, they won't fall out because you put the paper clip on. So I will back those other tags and that will just go there. So that's poetry. So that's, sorry folks, I've gone too high. So that's poetry for romance. This one, this is going to be romance. Okay, we're going romantic. I'm not actually a romantic. And neither's hubby, so that's good. But I think I might put romance on there. I think I might like to do that. I know when you unfold this, that will mean that this word is upside down. Never mind, that's okay. So that's romance. Let's move my reading ladies because I don't want to, I'm going to use them to decorate these further. So I think she might go on there. So I'm going to decorate these other cards with these other reading ladies. So we'll get that sorted differently. Anyway, so this one, I had, oh, hang on a minute. Sorry about that. I've got these ladies. Now these ladies are from Chryslana as well. And, oh, I've left my other bit. Hang on. You know, you try and be organised when you do a video. And then your name's Carol, so you're not. These ladies, I think, look romantic. So that's my take on it. It's romance, and I think they're being romantic. Poor ladies, you're not being romantic, but I think they're waiting for a bit of romance to come into their lives. So I'm going to decorate that pocket with these ladies. I think this is from these are from Chryslana's kit called Noir. I think it's called Noir. And I think that they are romantic ladies. They look, you know, of the romantic era to me. It's the dresses, the way they dress, you know, with the flowing dresses and the wistful looks on the faces. I mean, this lady especially, can you see her? Yeah. You know, she's got such a dreamy look on her face. I don't know who the ladies are, but I think they are romantic ladies. Just cutting them out. I could have cut these out beforehand, but if I'm honest with you, I forgot. I thought I got everything cut out because I've also got these ladies and they're all from the same kit. So Chryslana does these, they're kind of a bit like bookmark. So that's the same lady as that, so I don't want to use her. And that's the same lady, so I don't want to use her. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to put these two ladies to the side. So I think that I could put a couple of ladies in here. Maybe. I could put one in there and one in there. So those ladies can go in there. And I just think she does look romantic. And then what I wanted to do was make something to go in there. So obviously that she will get backed. But don't you think she looks romantic? I do. So I have this. And given that I've started tearing things, I'm going to carry on. I want this to fit in here. And if it sticks out the top, that's okay. I think this is from the same kit. This could be from Reading Ladies. I've printed these out and they're in my Chryslana file, but I didn't write on them, or I can't remember what they are. If anybody wants to know the actual kit, just drop me a message down below and I'll let you know which kit they're from. But it's one of her newer kits, I know that. Okay, just inking that a little bit. So I've printed this on the back, and this on the back is from Sam Poole, and it's her Doily kit, vintage Doily. So it's nice and pale, easy to write on. And if I fold that in half, will it fit in there? Not quite. So I need to just take a little bit off, because I want this to go in as a writing space. That will fit. So I'm going to fold that in half. And I want to put one of these ladies on either side. Just because I thought it would be nice. So that's what I'm going to do. No rhyme or reason. I just want to use these ladies because I think they're very pretty. And that is, for me, it's the romance of it all. The dresses and the opulence of what they used to wear. How's my time going? 25. You never know, I might get something done. So I'm just going to put one on either side of this. I just thought that would be a nice way to decorate the paper that's going to be slipped in. So I think I'll put her on the edge there. Let's just squish her down a little bit. And she's got a lovely fan look. So I think that's definitely romantic. And I'm going to put her so that we can see that. This lady's got a very nice necklace on. I bet they're all diamonds. Different eras. Certainly knew how to live it up if they had the money, didn't they? So different to today, isn't it? So different. Make sure I put that the same way up, because I don't want to put one way and one upside down, do I? No, I don't. And that is going to go on there. So I know that when you open that up, you've got two ladies on it, but I think that looks nice as well. And then that will just slip in that pocket there. I might put a tab on that one. And then that is my second one. I think actually I will peg her, clip her on the back. You don't have to put it in a pocket, do you? So I'm going to clip her on the back there. And if I put it there like that, I can clip that like that. So that's two romance. Okay. The next one is purple. We're on purple. So as I said, this paper is from Artymaze and it's her purple collage kit. She's got a purple collage kit, a green collage kit, a yellow collage kit. They're beautiful. They've got loads of papers in. And I think I'd like to make a couple of tags. Sorry, I'm trying to make a bit of space. I'm just going to make a couple of tags from these, I think, to go in. I think that I would like, how wide is that? About 4 inches wide. I think maybe I would like this lavender, I believe the flower is. So I'm not going to back these because there's something else I'd like to try and make with you based on the romance theme as well, but I don't know if I'll have time, so I'm not going to back these, but you'll see that is going to be too tall. So let's snip a bit off the bottom and we'll snip a bit off the top. Bit more off the top. I should have measured it, shouldn't I? So I guess I'm doing a little bit of mass making, which I haven't done before actually. So that can go there, like that. And I'd like something to go in the middle as well. I think I'm going to use the butterfly off this one. Is what I think I'm going to do. Oopsie daisy. Oh, that's why I'm trying to cut over that. Silly girl. You can't cut over that. Do that one a bit wider and we'll see if it fits. Sometimes it's difficult to get the colour purple, I think, when you're trying to do junk journaling. I know sorry, I was just concentrating for a moment then. Amy at Crafty Cat has the purple embroidery type papers. I haven't actually got that kit, so I couldn't use it. And I think that one with that butterfly, I'm going to input in there. And that is my purple. And I will have a look and see if I've got any purple. I haven't got any purple, I don't think. I found that bit of blue, but I don't think I've got any purple. But I think that classes as purple, do you? So that's that one. So I've got purple and I've got 2 romance. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to try and make with the romance is I was looking at what I'd got and I had printed out some Shakespeare ladies from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts. Lady Macbeth, I don't think she's very romantic. Hermione is. And I don't know, Gruoch, I don't know what she's from. So I think that I will use these. And I found these quotes from Mrs. Cogg's Shakespeare words. In my heart of hearts, not slept one wink, and love is blind. So I think I'm going to use those quotes because that's about romance, isn't it? You know, when you find somebody that you're attracted to, love is blind. You know what really surprised me about these quotes is how many of these quotes that were from Shakespeare's plays we actually still use today. I was really surprised. I mean, I know they've got to start somewhere, but who knew? I wanted to make a little pocket folded thing. This is from Taming of the Shrew. So I think that I'm going to fold that over, probably not straight, and I want it to be a pocket, and I want to see Taming of the Shrew. And I was going to put her or one of these on. I think I might be able to fold it a little bit further back. I'm just trying to work out so that I've got enough. Gosh, the wind's getting up out there, folks. I'm going to do it there. Which means then that I'm going to fold back the Taming of the Shrew just to strengthen it. And then this, I will probably glue those so that it becomes a pocket. Let me just cut the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to think how I want to do this, and I'm not too sure. I'm going to cut that bit off there because that's quite jaggedy. I have these that I'd put under a piece of the plastic lace. That's quite a nice one. It's a little bit big and it's a little bit wide. So I'm going to cut it down. How big is this? 6.5. I probably want that. So if I take this down to be probably I'm going to say 5 1/4. I'm going to cut that down to 5 1/4. And I'm going to cut it down to 3 1/4. Because I want that to be a card that goes in there. But I didn't want to cover up the Taming of the Shrew. So I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So let's just ink round that. And I can back this so it looks a bit neater on the other side. That's not a problem. That can be backed. So I want her to go on there. Does she look like she's not slept one wink? I think it perhaps does. Maybe. What do we think? I'd forgotten I'd got these quotes. In my heart of hearts, is she contemplating? So in her heart of hearts, she knows that he's the one for her. I think maybe. Just give it a little screw up. I think we're going to go in my heart of hearts. Okay, don't lose your little bits. Oops. So I want to use some of Mrs. Cogg's trim in my heart of hearts. Make that a bit smaller. Yeah, so I think she's thinking about it. She's thinking about the love of her life. Well, she's met this fella, and in her heart of hearts, she knows that he's the one. How's that? I'm not sure which Shakespeare character she is. I don't know, because I've cut a name off. They did have the names of the characters underneath, but I went and cut it off, so I can't remember. This is such a beautiful colour. So that's going to go on there. She's going to go on there. How am I doing for time? I'm not doing so bad. I know that I can do around 45-minute videos before my phone goes, I've had enough now, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to put that at a little bit of an angle, like that. And that is going to go on the bottom in my heart of hearts. So she's had a good long think, does she or doesn't she? And I think she's decided that she does. So that's going to be a card that will go in there. So I like that. This needs to be made a bit smaller. So I think I will cut some off. Still want that to fit in even when it's glued. Okay. So let's glue the back of that. This will go on a page of a journal. So it would get glued on two sides and it would be a tuck behind, I think, or it could be a belly band. It's one of those that, you know, until you make a journal, you don't quite know how you would use it. Let's just fold that bit under. Might be nice as a belly band, actually, this one, so that you can tuck something in behind it. I did do a journal once called Shakespeare's Ladies, and I was going to say it was a really nice journal. It was it was a nice journal, I think. People liked it. But it was a nice journal to make. It was something a bit different. And I had these pages from this Shakespeare book that I was able to use. So that, fingers crossed, will go in there. If not, I could always trim a bit off the top. But it does look, that fits in there. So in my heart of hearts, brilliant. I will make sure that that's stuck before I use it. And then I want to decorate the front . And I think we want to say that love is blind. Love is blind or not a wink. Not slept one wink. Thinking while I'm inking whether we want love is blind or not slept one wink. I think love is blind. I mean, you know, you can remember when you've met somebody, you know, you see people meet someone and you think, what do they see in him or her, or, you know, perhaps you know something about that person's character, or love can be blind, can't it? I want to use another one of these. I love this soft peachy colour. Still don't know. I think she might have not slept one wink. I won't ask you which you would have used. Do I want that on that side? No, I don't think I do. I think I do want it on that side. Just had a thought that I could do that. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? I mean, that could go on there, and it could be, that could be a journal card in there. What do we think of that? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. This is quite, this paper's 120 GSM, so I'm happy that that would be okay. I'm going to put that on there, or there. Don't know which side I'm going to put it actually. Oops. I might put that there. The only reason I'm thinking of putting it there is because she peeks out better. She peeks out better there. Oh, I'm going to do that, right. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to glue this on. Change my mind. I'm just going to put a little bit down the edge just to support that edge there. Last minute change of mind, which we can do. So I'm going to glue that on. And I have used a scrap of paper there, haven't I? But you're not going to see it. Nobody will know it's there. I won't tell if you won't tell. So then we've got a tuck spot just there where she can poke out of. I can trim a bit off if she's going to stick out, but I think what I want to do is put one of these on at the bottom and glue it on. And I think we're going to go with Love is Blind for no reason other than I think it's a true saying. I'm going to stick that across there like so, and then she will get backed on there, and that will go on there. So we've got Taming of the Shrew, we've got In My Heart of Hearts, and we've got Love is Blind. So I don't think I've done bad. I don't think I've done too bad. Let's just have a recap of what we've done. So the prompts are purple and romance. So we've got purple. We've made a purple one. I will back those papers somewhere. I've got some purple paper. Here we are. So these journal cards I'm going to back with this paper. So that will be purple. Well, it is purple. So we've got purple. We've got romance as in romantic ladies. And we made that to go in there. So we've got romance. And we've got romance as in books and poetry and how we can lose ourselves in what we read. So I am really pleased with what I've made. Thank you for sticking with me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you later. Bye, folks.